Just be careful those you call your friends. You guys remember when I got married in 2025, right? And the first news that broke out during my wedding time was that I unfollowed a certain actress because, one, my wife didn't like her or something. Secondly, because she wished someone a happy birthday and all of that. I saw all those news trending, at the time. Now, this was what happened. So there was a certain blogger that was, blasting this news. This certain blogger was just throwing tantrums back and forth over and over and over again. And I spoke to somebody. I said, "Do you know this faceless blogger?" And the person said yes. I said, "Please put me on a call with this blogger." He put me on the call with the blogger. I said, "This thing you are posting, somebody has to be giving you this information. What is all this? These things are not even true. I didn't leave anybody. I didn't dump anybody. I didn't break any heart. I was the one who was dumped. I was the one who was left. I was the one who was used. I was the victim. So I didn't leave anybody. They left me. What are you writing? You know me before. What thing happened?" And the person said, "Yes, they paid me to write." I said, "Okay. How much did they pay you?" Said, "I think 200,000 or 250, I can't remember." And then I said, "Okay, drop your account." And I sent 500,000. I said, "Tell me who paid you." And there, the blogger began to mention names. Began to mention these people. I said, it was another type of depression. Now, this was what happened.
Hey guys, my people, Nollywood actress Ekene Umenwa's bestie, Deacon Famous, have finally opened up on what actually transpired between him and his best friend, actress Ekene Umenwa, during his wedding last year. And guys, from the look of things, actress Ekene Umenwa is not who she poses to be. She did this guy dirty. Just watch this video to the end. You will definitely learn a lot. Meanwhile, thank you so much for stopping by my channel, fam. If you're new here, you're very welcomed. Please kindly subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for latest gist and trending news as we continue to serve you with the latest. Alright, so if you all can recall, last year when this Nollywood actor Deacon Famous, who happened to be best friends with actress Ekene Umenwa, got married, a lot of rumors trended on social media. First, there were rumors that he unfollowed and blocked his best friend, actress Ekene Umenwa, because she disliked the way he broke the heart of his ex-girlfriend Adaoli the same week of his wedding. And then secondly, there were rumors that he dumped the so-called girlfriend whom he had even engaged to marry his Ghanaian wife Maosi, because he's copying what his very good friend gospel musician Moses Bliss did. And guys, if you all can recall, these stories really trended on social media last year, and since then the actor has refused to say anything about the whole accusation. But now he has finally come out to clear the air and explain what actually happened. And guys, honestly speaking, I am shocked to say the least. He started by explaining how his so-called best friend, actress Ekene Umenwa, caused a division between him and his ex-girlfriend Aduli, and also how she tried to ruin his wedding to the point of even paying bloggers to tarnish his image, before he then proceeded to reveal how badly that her actions affected his life after that his wedding. In fact, he said a whole lot, and the worst part is that he even dared all the people he mentioned their names to come out and say he is lying. Then he would scatter the internet with receipts. The accusations are much. I have a lot of things to show you guys, but before then, please calm down and watch this video to the end. If you don't calm down, you may miss the whole point. Just calm down and enjoy this video, guys, and please do want to share your honest opinion in the comment section below as you do so.
I waited 1 whole year to do this video, right? I'll go straight into the point. You guys remember when I got married in 2025, right? And the first news that broke out during my wedding time was that I unfollowed a certain actress because, one, my wife didn't like her or something. Secondly, because she wished someone a happy birthday and all of that. I saw all those news trending, at the time, and I didn't want to respond. I personally decided not to respond. And my wife didn't want me to respond to anything. She just wanted me to, have a good time because it was our wedding period and all of that. Now, why am I saying this now? I'm saying this because at the time, it was painful. I've forgiven everyone. I've forgiven all of them. But I have to say this for future purposes, right? In case tomorrow, my children in the future get to see all of those news, they will also see that there was a time where I had to defend myself, okay? Let's get straight into the business. Number one, my wife didn't have issues with anybody at the time. My wife is somebody who hardly talks. She's one of the most peaceful persons I've ever met in my life. She doesn't talk. She doesn't like trouble. She doesn't like drama, right? So everything was solely between me and this fellow. Now, this was what happened. When they said I unfollowed the person because I unfollowed the actress because she wished someone a happy birthday, it was lie, right? I was in this lady's house a day before she made that birthday post, or rather a night before, because we were there till like 2 a.m. This actress kept condemning the person she was wishing happy birthday, saying all sorts of things about that person. I didn't have issues with that person, right? I may not have ended up with that person, but it was for very valid reasons. And note, I didn't leave anybody. I didn't dump anybody. I didn't break any heart. I was the one who was dumped. I was the one who was left. I was the one who was used. I was the victim. So I didn't leave anybody. They left me. But this video is not about that one. It's about the actress. So this actress kept condemning that person a lot, said a lot of terrible things about that person. We were just listening. Even told us that that person had intentions of attacking us physically and spiritually on our wedding day. We still didn't say anything. The same actress said she was going to bring anointing oil to anoint my wife on my wedding day as to avoid or prevent that other person from attacking us spiritually. So she said she was going to be with my wife on my wedding day to make sure no evil person touches my wife, to make sure this and that doesn't happen and all that. It's okay. We kept quiet. We were just listening. We didn't say much. And I said, okay. She also said she has not been in touch with this person for a long time. I mean, the actress said she has not been in touch with that person for a very long time. Said they've not been talking. That person and her mom has been trying to reach out to her, but she's not been talking to them because of what they did to me, blah, 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 blah. I say, me, I don't have issues with these people, okay? I don't have issues with these people. But, I mean, all these things you are saying now, it's okay. Now, after saying all of these things, the next day, this person posted the same person she was condemning the previous day, the same person she was warning us against, and she posted this person with sweet words. Okay, posted the person out. This is the chat, and I reached out to her via DM. I said, I don't understand you. You are wishing this person happy birthday on my wedding week. I don't have issues with who you post. Well, I mean, in my wedding week, you are posting this person same time, same wedding week. You were condemning this person previously. I don't know who to believe. Whether you or whoever, I don't know who to believe. And I mean, as my person, I have a right, as my friend that she was, I had a right to say, look, I'm not comfortable with this thing. You told me A yesterday and you are acting B today. I don't understand. Make it straight, get it clear. Where do you belong? And that was it. And this actress did not respond to my DM. What did she do? She made a screenshot of the DM, forwarded it to a lot of persons, including her priest, right? And I'll tell you, her priest found a way to support her because he is her priest, which I didn't expect because, I mean, as a man of God, you should be neutral. You know me, you know her. Though you are closer to her, I met you through her. It's okay. But at least use the word of God as a yardstick to fix the problem. That was what I expected. But the priest, I don't know, for whatever reason, was on her side. I reached out to her husband. I said, look, this is it. And the next thing, she also sent the screenshot to a lot of persons. And then, the only person, surprisingly, the only person in her sphere of contact that did not support her was her mom. The mom kept pleading on her behalf, apologizing to me on her behalf. I said, look, my son, forget this thing. We are family, we are this, we are that. Let's just fix this thing. I apologize. What she did was wrong. I have spoken to her and I have told her explicitly that what she did was wrong. And I said, okay. The next thing, there was a gang up against me during my wedding. The gang up, the first person who was supposed to be my best man was Brain Jota, who was my best man in the traditional marriage. Now, Brain Jota couldn't be my best man in my white wedding because he had a brand trip to make in South Africa. So that thing was impromptu. It pained me because he was like my person, my real guy that I wanted, all right? So I started looking for anybody, you know, this person, this same actress and her husband now suggested another actor, Flashboy. I now approached Flashboy. Flashboy is my guy, you know, but we were not so close to be best man, right? He was even surprised. Why me? You get closer. I say, they don't already they make the suit too. I just think person way the body go just, you know, still fitting. After that, Flashboy had something. He now said he had something to do on that day, and he couldn't. He tried to excuse them for that project, but they refused, so he couldn't make it. So they now suggested I use the person that I used. Now we had to start a fresh suit urgently, which I paid for. We took the measurements, you know, and all of that. So he already was supposed to be one of the groomsmen, just one of the groomsmen. So I now told the designer, I said, okay, just convert this thing. Let me add money to the groomsmen own that he paid and all of that. So you just do for him for the best man. That's fine. The next thing, there was a gang up against me. Who was spearheading this gang up? This same actress. This same actress was the one who suggested the designer who made my wife's clothes. And in the midst of this is a day to my wedding, my wife's dress was not ready. The designer was rude, saucy, insultive. I got so angry at the shop. We had, you know, some verbal altercation and all of that. And she now told the designer to seize my wife's wedding dress. This was a day to my wedding. She instructed, because the designer was loyal to her, she instructed the designer to seize my wife's wedding dress. And I said, okay, what do we do? I now called all of these things. I believe was also because I did not give her the job of a wedding planner to do for my wedding. I had another person in mind and I didn't want to use friendship. And I'm grateful to God that I used Amadiva Bridals for my wedding till tomorrow. If my children grow up, say Amadiva go still plan their wedding. So it was Amadiva that now approached, did back and forth. At the end of the day, the dress came. It was not even a perfect size. Because while they were delaying, I paid for a second dress. They started doing amendments, just like a day or the day of the wedding, I don't know. Finally, this same actress, with all of the things this person had done at this time, this person still came to my wedding nonchalantly, came to my wedding to create content. Came with video person, they were recording her, came close to me and was giving signal for them to record me and her so that she would post and vindicate herself online. I saw all those things, I didn't say anything. And so, some persons around her started gaining wisdom at the time, like, no, this is too much, this is bad, this is the way you do this guy. This was the same person where I carried her wedding for head. I arrived at the city of her wedding days before the traditional marriage, and not just the white wedding. Days before, I rented cars, I brought two of her favorite gospel singers, which made the headlines, which was what made her to trend and got her to the level where she is today. I did all of those things, spent millions. I sorted out everything, made sure everything was in place. I was there for her. Even when social media was dragging her, I came out to defend her. I took bullets for her. I'm just talking about wedding. I'm not even talking about the things and the risk I had taken because of this person and the things I had selflessly done for this person. So let's put that aside. Whatever we do for God, you know. But I just felt like as a friend, I didn't deserve all those things. So there was a certain blogger that was, blasting this news, writing about me, writing about my wife. For Christ's sake, I just got married at the time. This certain blogger was just throwing tantrums back and forth over and over and over again. And I spoke to somebody. I said, do you know this faceless blogger? And the person said yes. I said, please put me on the call with this blogger. He put me on the call with the blogger. I said, this thing you are posting, somebody has to be giving you this information. What is all this? These things are not even true. What are you writing? You know me before. What thing happened? And the person said, yes, they paid me to write. I said, okay. How much did they pay you? Said, I think 200,000 or 250, I can't remember. And then I said, okay, drop your account. And I sent $500,000. I said, tell me who paid you. And there, the blogger began to mention names. Began to mention these people. I said, how does somebody tell a lie? How does somebody tell a lie? And then, sorry, I'm not going to put the Instagram chat, right? Except they come out to say I am lying. And then we will get to the main business. And the next thing, I was thinking, how can somebody tell a lie and still fund the lie? Like, pay to propagate lies against somebody who is supposed to be your friend or even a brother. So, I was depressed. I was so sad. My comment sections were bloody. People were lambasting me, insulting me. Insult me is not a problem. But insulting my innocent wife, who had no hand in any of these things, who was not against. No, see, before this person got married, this person got married 2024, I guess. I mean 2023, this November 2023. And the next thing, before the wedding, I sent her a movie script. I said, there's a movie I want us to do. I didn't send script, I sent synopsis. I said, get one job, I want me and you do. She was like, okay, but please, let's just do the wedding. I said, okay. We now did the wedding. The wedding trended. She got more famous, got more followers and all of that. After the wedding, I said, oh yeah, have fun. Let's just shoot this job. This is like 2 or 3 days job. And she said, no, that she has to go for honeymoon and come back. I said, okay, I go wait. Went for honeymoon, came back. I said, how far? And she said that she's trying to rest. She has not started working. I said, this one don't turn wine, you know. Okay. So, how's it going to be? Give me dates that is convenient for you. This person gave me a date. And I moved my team of 13 persons from Lagos to Asaba. Because this person said she cannot travel to Lagos for the job. I said, no problem. Let us shoot the film in Asaba. I came to Asaba. We paid for apartments, paid for everything we needed. Only for me to go and buy tiger nuts from a shop. And I met her husband there. Freshman shop, Summit Road, Asaba. Met her husband there. He said, you there Asaba? And we don't even know. I said, your wife knows I did now. Nah, job with me and I want to carry me come. He said, which job? I said, nah, job with me and your wife they do now. They start on so date. He said, no, that his wife is not available for that date. I said, how do you mean? She gave me the date by herself. He said, yes, the wife has given someone else that date. That he is telling me as a husband that the wife will not be there for my job. Lo and behold, she didn't show up. She didn't take my call. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to call. I was confused. My team were in the hotel and the apartments doing nothing. It was terrible. We talked back and forth. She wasn't responding. We waited for a few days and we had to go back to Lagos without shooting anything. I was now thinking, which other actress would fit in? Because the supposed title of this movie was My Bestie. So I wrote that story for us, for this particular person. So who would fit in? I started thinking. And we thought about another actress that I told about the whole thing now suggested Sonia. And so I remember, I get Sonia number. I started calling Sonia Uchi. Sonia was busy, but God touched her heart. She had to squeeze out time. for us to shoot. Sonia gave us only 2 days. I said, okay, we'll be fast. Just, I know it's impromptu, you didn't plan for it, but I mean, it is what it is. And thank God Sonia came through. And we shot it. And I changed the title to Stand By Me. So as a result of that, we were now having issues. We were not talking until she got pregnant. She said she couldn't shoot because she was pregnant. But you shot like 6 movies with the pregnancy before she now traveled abroad to go and give birth. Now, this is the main thing now. At that time, we're not talking. At this time, I never even talk of my own wedding. We were not talking. Just not be saying we be enemies, but I mean, just day, because she didn't apologize for what happened. Just day your day, my day, everybody good day. Right? One night, she called me around 1 or 2 a.m. Nigerian time, because she was abroad. Said she's heavily pregnant. She's gonna give birth very soon, like pretty soon. And at this point, I was ready planning my own wedding. Be like, say I don't even do introduction. No, I never do introduction that time. I can't remember anyway. But I don't already tell my wife. I don't tell my wife, say I don't meet my wife. We don't date for long. I don't tell her, say I go marry her. So at this time, say she doesn't want to have a baby when she and her closest paddy they talk. So she's just calling to say sorry for what happened with that movie. I say, no problem. I forgive you. And we made up and everybody was happy. I say, have your baby, we are waiting. Now, this actress had the baby. We were talking, I kept in touch throughout the entire process. In fact, I was even the one who was supposed to arrange for cars to pick her from Lagos airport. Because the day she returned, I think I was not in Lagos. I was in Abuja for Brain Jotta's show. His first show in Abuja. Meanwhile, he's doing another one, May. So you guys get involved again. So I was in Abuja, so I couldn't make it. Now, when she now returned to Asaba, I now traveled to Asaba. Myself and some other guys, I got them. I say, I'm going to visit this my person. She just born. So let us, let's buy some things. The video was posted. But, a lot of items took all those things to her. To say, oh, congratulations. Saw the baby for the first time. It was beautiful. It was after then. I now wanted to propose to my wife in Abuja. And I called her on video. And somehow say, this one way they marry person where we don't know. I say, no worry, I know him. You don't need to know the person. She not be they marry. I know him. He say, yeah, but you don't think I'm. I say, whoa, I know be small pikin. Relax, everywhere good. The day I was going to engage my wife, I spoke to Apostle Femi Lazarus, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, Pastor Nen Naike. I spoke to some. I'm an orphan. I don't have parents biologically, but I have plenty parents. So I spoke to these persons, and they gave their blessings. They asked a few questions. They met with my wife. Apostle Femi Lazarus met with my wife before my wedding. And so, before the engagement, rather, the day I did the engagement, in the morning, we worshipped in his church in Abuja. And so, I said, no worry, everywhere good. I've even prayed about it. So, God has given me a go ahead. So, that's it. And then, she said, okay. As we're doing the engagement, she called on video call, which I think the picture I posted, called on video call, she was happy and all of that. Say, oh, we have a wedding to plan. So, I think maybe when she didn't get the job, she started saying, okay, we'll use her vendors, we'll use this person, she'll give us this vendor, she'll give us that vendor. I said, okay, call the vendors. She was calling them, I was paying. But when this whole drama started during my wedding, she began to control the vendors, telling them what to do, late hours to arrive. She was frustrating my wedding. And the truth is, like I said, I have forgiven, but I don't think I'll ever forget what they did to me, because that thing they did to me has made me a different person, has made me to see life differently. What they did to me has made me to understand that there is actually no friendship in this world. Anybody can mess you up anytime. That thing broke my trust for people, made me tighten up, made me less, I don't know, I don't want to use the word depressed, But I mean, it is what it is. And then a lot happened though, but I can only go into deeper details. I swear to God, if anybody comes out to say what I said in this video is a lie, that is when I will now really give social media drama. I'm doing this because my wedding is 1 year, and to be honest, 1 year is enough to heal from anything. For me, 1 year is enough. I've healed from all of these things. It affected me terribly for about 10 months. I lost, during the time they said I unfollowed this person, I lost over 65,000 followers on Facebook. Yeah, it happened. It broke me. My engagement dropped. I got scared of posting. Each time I want to post, to click that post, my heart could beat. My heart could beat because I don't know what they will comment. People were blasting me terribly. A lot of them. Yeah, some of you now will blast me. I haven't saved on a picture safe. Well, at the end of the day, once you just look, you could just lock up. These things happen. But it made me stronger. Before on Facebook, if people DM me, I need your help, I used to help. But now I didn't believe in humans anymore. I felt everybody was lying. I felt everybody would, embarrass me or harass me someday. I felt everybody was after my life. It was another type of depression. But God saved me. Most friends left, but Jesus stayed. So I just want to thank all those of you, the very few friends who stayed and encouraged me. Brain Jota, Frank Edwards, I just want to thank you guys. I mean, it was a tough period, really tough period. But thank God for where we are today. We are 1 year stronger. We are 1 year wiser. We are 1 year bigger. And by the grace of God, more testimonies will come our way and come your way in this 2026. Just be careful those you call your friends. And let me tell you this, every human being has all it takes to disappoint you. Don't trust too much. No matter how you love and trust people, do that with your brain. And let God lead you to the true friends. Don't choose your friends. Let Jesus choose them for you. Destiny will bring genuine people your way. And when the non-genuine ones come, move away. Because they just have one aim, to hurt you. Be careful, be wise, and be smart. God bless you.
This is serious, so I don't know, but for some reason, I think I believe this guy. Because he's not the first person to call out actress Ekene Umenwa online for keeping malice with them and secretly fighting any of his colleagues that doesn't employ her services during their events. She's an event planner, and so she expects all her colleagues to employ her services. And when they don't, it becomes war. First, it was actress Ruby Ojako, and then it was Amadiva Bridals that called her out for beefing them because of that. And the funniest thing is that despite the fact that they all apologized to her last year because obviously they didn't want to cross over the new year with malice, this so-called Jesus baby didn't even flinch at all. Like, she never said anything. And aside from that, I remember how this guy went all out during her own wedding, but in his own wedding she made sure she caused chaos simply because they didn't give her the event planning work. I sure hope she tells her side of the story, because for real, if everything Deacon Famous said were true, then she obviously needs to find God genuinely, because her character doesn't truly reflect her display of righteousness. I rest my case. So alright, so if you've watched up to this point, thank you so much, fam. Please kindly share your thoughts in the comment section below. Who do you support in all of this, and who do you think is lying? Please do what to let me know as you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.